Did you fix anything over the weekend? Because that's the time, isn't it? You know. However, it seems we don't do it anymore. We don't fix anything. A new survey suggests that fewer than 1 in 10 of us tries to repair anything broken around the house. So domestic. Vicky Richmond is the Carpenter's daughter. She's a DIY blogger and a video blogger. Hi, Vicky.
Hi.
You couldn't fix an iPad, could you? Even you couldn't do that.
No, I wouldn't want to, just in case I did more damage.
There you go. So, computer equipment aside, is there much we can fix these days? There's not, is there? It's all sealed, so we can't get in and muck about with it, isn't it?
Well, to be honest, it probably is. I don't really like touching electronics either, because I'd rather leave something like that to professionals. But when it's manual things, then it's completely different. But to be honest, I think the biggest thing is most of us assume we can't do something because we may not have been taught it growing up in school. And the more I've tackled little jobs, I've actually amazed myself because I've been bothered to do something. But like yourself, I have had a faulty ottoman before in my bedroom, and the lid hasn't fixed on properly for 3 years, and I've put up with it. And then I've realised, hang on, it took me 2 minutes to put a longer screw in to fix to it, and that was it. And I've suffered for 3 years because I assumed I couldn't do it, and I didn't want to chuck it away.
Yeah, it's true, but that's the problem, isn't it? We are in my latest DIY issue is I have again in the same bathroom. I've got a cistern that is overrunning. So basically, you flush it, and then it stops. And then a few minutes later, it goes. More water comes out. It does that for about 2 minutes, and it stops. So I thought, well, maybe I got a faulty ball cock, missus. So I took the lid off, and it's nothing I've ever seen before. It's got this weird kind of sealed siphon unit in it, and I have no idea what to do with that, Vicky.
YouTube. There's always something on YouTube. Sometimes you've got to dig a little bit deeper. I couldn't tell you what the problem was until I started looking into it, but the amount of things... well, sometimes there isn't something on the internet, and that's why I have to put it on there, because each house is completely different. But yeah, there's usually something online, or even in a blog post.
But also, right, this is, and I know exactly where you're coming from, because I've done most of the things I've ever done. I have actually worked out from watching YouTube videos. You're right, but should we? Because if I'm mucking about with plumbing, I could flood my house. If I'm mucking about with electrics, I could blow myself up. So really, just because you can, does it mean you should, Vicky?
Excuse me. No, not necessarily. I always outweigh the risks. Sometimes you don't know what the risks are going to be. Excuse me, sorry. So when it comes to there's certain plumbing things that I know how to do now, because I had to fix, when I was researching doing plumbing for fitting a utility on my own.
Yeah.
I went around the house looking for ideas like, how was that plumbed up? Then I found a leaky pipe, and I was forced to sort it out. But for the sake of a little drip, I thought it was just water underneath the bathroom sink, and I found out how to do it online. But just make sure you turn your water off.
Yeah, but sure, but
don't
also
touch gas.
Yeah, I know. I was just going to say, don't ever touch gas, because that's going to go back. But also, actually, it's illegal. You can't. And here's another thing: you can't. Isn't this true? If you do anything now legally to your house of an electrical nature, don't you have to get an electrician in anyway to sign it off? So you might as well just get an electrician in to do it.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I remember in the past when we've wanted electrics doing in the house. An electrician came and said, I need to see the plans of how the electrics were done. And I thought, well, I've got no plans. You know, we're not the original people in this house.
Yeah.
And it can put you off. And sometimes people don't even bother turning up. So, but I think it's best just to keep yourself safe. Plus, if you have an accident and you do some damage to your house, you're not going to be insured. But little bits, I just think it's best to start off small on the little jobs and build your confidence as you go.
Good advice.
Because it's amazing what you'll pick up and you've learned for the next job. Just
very quickly, what's the one you're most proud of, Vicky? What's the best fix you've ever done?
Oh, that's really, really tough. I it's not a fix, but I would say laying a patio or something like that. Because I didn't expect I'd be able to do that.
That's very good.
Yeah, there's tons to pick from, but I'd say tackling a big job, initially it looked intimidating because of the size of it. If you break it down into little pieces,
Perfectly manageable. Vicky, lovely to speak to you. There we are, Vicky Richmond, the Carpenter's daughter, DIY blogger and video blogger. You can watch her videos. There's loads of them. In fact, this reminded me, I tiled a bathroom once, never tiled a bathroom in my life, and that was all from watching YouTube videos. And it's still there. The tiles are still on the wall. Some of them are a bit wonky, but it's all right. Save getting a man in.